On this episode of Sign Dawgs, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not doing a business sign or a church sign or a school sign. We're actually doing a sign for Boy Scout Troop 210, which has come together with Signs Manufacturing to create a visual, appealing, social sign for Ennis, Texas, the city of Ennis, Texas. It's freestanding, huge channel letters, lighted, multicolor lighting, portable. This is going to be something unique.
Every day we look at signs. Some are beautiful, others not so much. For a business, any business, a good sign is crucial. So where does a good sign come from? Who creates these tantalizing works of art? In the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, it's done right here by the people at Signs Manufacturing, the people we call the Sign Dawgs.
The city of Ennis, through the Boy Scouts there, they had a little thing going on, so they had us build a set of letters that spell Ennis. Anyway, they're basically just big channel letters with a tubular structure behind them that's tied into the carryable plate on the bottom, so they can actually carry them around, set them up where they want to, so they got some counterweight and a big enough footing on to where the wind can't blow them over. And you just set them out and plug them up and kind of plug and go.
You know, if you ever wondered if the Boy Scouts are beneficial for society, what's going on in the city of Ennis is pretty cool. Basically what happened here is a Boy Scout decided that, hey, the city has all these events and they could really use some signage, you know, kind of promote the city, so on and so forth. People could come and take selfies and so on. So his idea was to do something like you see at the state fair or something like that, where you have these letters that are just kind of standing up. They would be portable, so they could move them around to their various events, and it would turn out really neat. Well, he came to us, and I was all over that, because I've wanted to build a sign like that for as long as I can remember. We've had several opportunities that almost happened for the state fair and places like that, but they never did. So anyway, he raised the money. We did the design, got it all approved, the city signed off on it, everybody was golden for this, and now we're gonna make some magic.
My name is Zabian Zuniga. I'm president of NHS as well as an Eagle Scout. I'm also president of the finance club at my high school. I also play soccer at my Ennis high school, and that's it. For this sign, I really wanted to inspire the youth into giving back to our community for my Eagle Scouts project. And so I came up with this idea, and this is what I went with.
One of the issues that we had to consider is we needed a sign that was portable, still lighted, wouldn't be knocked over by people. And it's a bit of a challenge because these are some big letters, so they're top heavy. So what we did is we have a heavy base that goes across the bottom. The letters are all welded onto it, and you have handholds so you can move the sign or put them on a pallet or something like that if you wanted to transport them or load them into a truck. And this way we can have a sign that somebody can kind of bump into and it's not going to fall over, but at the same time, you can still pick it up and actually move it with just a couple of people.
And I get a call from a young man named Zabian and start talking to him about signs, and he told me he was with Boy Scout Troop 210 and he was doing a project for Eagle Scout. He was wanting to do letters that you could portable letters that you could set up and move them around, tall, like 6 foot tall. That's a great idea, a great marketing idea for the city of Ennis, and a cool, you know, great idea for him. So then it started getting kind of serious because we actually started discussing costs and things like that, and he was going to actually go to the city of Ennis and see if he could get the funds to do this project. I didn't hear back from him for several months, and then I hear back from his father, Hector, and Hector said, hey, this is something that we're going to go forward with. And so I was surprised. I was really surprised that he was, Zabian was able to pull this off, and what a really cool, actually it's really neat that he's able to do this.
The reason I chose sign manufacturing to fabricate the sign is I contacted a bunch of other manufacturers, and the one that really stuck out was sign manufacturing because they really seemed interested and very supportive and really caring.
Another design feature that the sign has that's really neat is it changes colors. So not during the day it's white. You know, you walk out into the park or whatever and that says Ennis. At night, however, when that thing lights up, inside we put color changing lights. And since the face is white, when you change the light behind it, the face changes color. So they can change it to red and green for Christmas or whatever they want to do. It's going to be really neat.
The reason that the sign says Ennis is really to bring our community closer together and to attract outside tourists to come into Ennis and really show our pride for the city.
So this sign is almost done. However, we've run into a bit of a problem. The LEDs, as you can see, change color, and they're actually controlled using 4 wires. Because these letters are going to be moved around, we've got a bit of an issue. We have to be able to take them apart so that they can actually physically be moved. Otherwise, it would require massive heavy equipment to move this whole sign. So in order to facilitate that, what we've done is we've put cords that plug together to get the data from our central control box down to the end of the sign. The problem is that we needed outdoor connectors. And due to the supply problems, the actual connectors that we were planning on using are no longer available. So we've had to substitute a trailer hitch connector. Well, that only has 7 wires, and we need 8. So at first I thought I could sort of hijack or jury rig a solution for that. Problem is it didn't, well, partly worked. I mean, it's working right now, sort of. But the problem that we've come into, or the solution that we've had to come to, is we have to add a second connector there. I'm a little bit bummed about it. I wanted the nice clean look of just one connector, but it will solve the problem.
The reason the sign is so big and on the ground is to spread our city's pride and for tourists to come in and take lots of pictures of it.
The delivery was last minute. I was trying to still find out where we were actually going to deliver them to. Come find out it's a historical firehouse down in Ennis. And so we had to meet somebody down there to unload them and take them in there and put them in storage. And I talked to the guy on the phone. I said, yeah, they're coming. I can't really give you a time frame because I told them to drive real slow. I didn't want nothing to happen with the signs, haul them down there on a trailer, because there was really no good way to, unless you just crated them up, there was really no really good way to strap them down the trailer securely and good. So we strapped them down best we could, and I wanted to take it nice and easy so we didn't lose a face or something on the way down there. So anyway, he said, fine, I'll meet you there. They met them there, they unloaded them, and the rest is history.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for coming out here and supporting my grand reveal of this my Eagle Scout project. Looks great. For my project, I really wanted to give back to the community and inspire the youth to show that anything is possible with just a little bit of effort. In a big project like this, there was a lot of doubt going into it. And so I really want to thank the mayor, Angie Juniman, as well as the downtown development of directory, Becky McCarty. Oh, where's she at? Right over there. And for all the community leaders involved for the donations, because without them, none of this would be possible. And this project is to spread love and positivity within our community. And I invite everyone to come up and take pictures after this presentation is over.
I'm very, very, very proud of this young man. It takes a lot of courage when you're a young man, when you're an older person, when you're an older lady, to get out and ask for things or talk about your dreams and then how do I make this come true? You have to put a plan. You have to be courageous. And sometimes things don't go exactly as you want them, so if they don't, you pivot, right? Well, this gentleman, with his family support and the support of many others, has done that. And I couldn't be more proud of him as an Ennisite, as an Eagle Scout, And it's just as a member of the world and our young people to be such an example of things that can change lives. And I appreciate you so very, very much.
Dang, man, this sign looks really great. Bigger than I imagined. Thank you, Sign Manufacturing.
I thought it was really cool that he was able to pull this whole idea off. It started out with just an idea, and he was interested, you know, in designing a sign for the city, and it come to fruition that he's actually going to do this project.
Oh, it looks real good, huh? What do you think?
I like it.
Look, they're already lining up for pictures.
It was really cool. I was really proud of him. He's a good kid. You can, with all the conversations and getting to meet him, he came out to the shop one day and we did a tour of the showroom and also took him out. He loved the factory, loved going out and seeing where the guys are manufacturing the signs and building them. And he was very, he's a good kid. And these days, you know, kids are mostly playing video games at his age and 18 years old, chasing girls, playing video games and doing, you know, but Xavier, down-to-earth kid, good kid. I can't say enough of good things about him. He's a good young man, and I bet he'll do great in the future.
My biggest hopes for this sign is to be spread all across social media and around the world, and to bring more people into Ennis.